here's another thought that I had that I don't know, kind of blew my mind, and it's that because people always talk about how space is in three dimensions and hypothetically time is the fourth dimension, and I once thought that if a fourth dimensional being was able to look at Earth, which is a three-dimensional object, they might be able to perceive all sides of it at the same time,
Mm.
which would, in effect, make flat earthers right, just in a wrong way, where you are able to see all of the Earth at once.
If there's
Um,
one thing I hope this episode
yeah.
doesn't do is it gives flat earthers any sort of confidence in themselves. I just want to put that out there.
Sure.
Um, and your friend that's giving you advice, that dude, you don't know what you're fucking with. Like,
Yeah.
what does he think you're doing? Like, do you have a plutonium based device in your garage right now? I mean, like, what is he scared of you doing?
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, I don't know. But I think in some ways it does show that um, I don't know, thoughts are scary, and we've all like hurt ourselves by thinking about something that you know what I mean. We've all hurt ourselves with thoughts,
Right.
and so I mean that's something to think about. I also think that um, to be optimistic in a world where you have so many reasons to not be optimistic,
Sure.
some people do treat that as suspicion in some ways.
Hmm.
And I think to go in front of people and to kind of preach, like, hey, like, let's not fear tomorrow, um, it sometimes seems abnormal because we're so used to hear, like, we have so much to be afraid of.
Right. Yeah, I think that echoes to a lot of things right now. That sometimes you try to tell people that things are okay, or that are going to be okay, and you get a lot of pushback. But I kind of think we can hold two truths in our mind at the same time. Like, we can say that, like, yeah, things are kind of fucked up. Like, the planet is kind of messed up in the way things are going, and
Right.
how ostrich like a lot of humans are. I'm
Hmm.
sure myself included for a bunch of issues.
Sure.
It doesn't mean we can't still strive for goodness. Or I had this conversation with someone recently where she was like really negative on people. Like, people are the worst. She don't want to be around people. Like, people are awful. Like really, that was her worldview. And I was like, yeah, like, I'm sure you have plenty of points to say that's the case, and like, I'm not saying that you're wrong. That on
Sure.
average, maybe most people are selfish, lying monsters, but like, I'm not going to choose to walk through the world like that.
Right. Right.
Like, I know people in my life that are great, and so there's other people out there that'll also be great. So I'm going to choose to, like I said, to be optimistic, and that the future is going to be okay, and that I'm going to find more great people, and I'm not going to just think everyone's a Ted Bundy walking around trying to charm me.
Right. Right.
And